Hello, I am Lena O'Neill Kane, Bridge Between Worlds, and I am a 5D energy healer, sound healer, shamanic practitioner, medium, psychic, and animal communicator. And I wanted to talk about the ascension process, the symptoms, and what you can do to help with that. So I've been researching all the symptoms people have been experiencing, and I certainly have been experiencing my own symptoms, but I just kind of wanted to give a little bit of context for any of you who aren't familiar with this ascension process. So I was a little slow to the draw on this, but my guides have been teaching me a lot about this lately and giving me sound codes to help people cope with all of the symptoms that have been happening as a result of the vibrations that are coming in to assist the earth at this time. So this is just a short synopsis of what's going on, because most of you watching this will already know this information. But my understanding is that in the summer of 2019, there was a big energetic shift, and so much energy has been coming in to assist planet Earth to move to a higher vibration. And my guides, the Hathors, have been talking to me about this over the last several months. And I have been watching the people who are tracking the solar flares from the sun, as well as the Schumann resonance. And all of these, like, there's some ways of measuring the energies that are coming in, and I'm not going to go into detail and all that stuff. You can look it up if you want to, but I just wanted to say that I feel this is very real. I've noticed that my symptoms definitely increase as the measurements that are out there show that there are more solar flares and geomagnetic storms and things like this. I'm not sitting on my computer trying to track them all the time, but it's pretty obvious when they hit. So the basics are that if you already have physical symptoms or disorders, or you're dealing with, sinus issues or hormones or joint pain, anything like that, you already have migraines in place. The energies coming in that are assisting Earth can actually exacerbate some of that stuff, which is not very pleasant. But the whole intention behind the energies coming in is to help us upgrade our physical body and our mind and move more toward the heart, and to embody the truth of the fact that we are not separate from one another. And so I'm just going to go over kind of a list of the symptoms that people have been experiencing. And then I'm going to give you some ideas for how you can work with them, including the sound codes from my guides, the Hathors, and the guardians of the light realms, who are giving me sound that really helps with the symptoms. I've had many people report that it's brought ease and a lot more grace and decrease in pain and all of that. So at any rate, the symptoms that I'm aware of are headaches, migraines, and being fuzzy headed or having brain fog. I've certainly experienced all these myself. A spiritual flu, you can actually feel like you're getting the flu, but there's no, it will last for a very short period of time, like 24 to 48 hours. And it's actually just clearing toxic energy out of your system. Thymus/heart flutters. People will experience heart palpitations, blurry eyes, sore eyes, because your third eye is expanding. Dizziness is something, and nausea that I've experienced. My ears have also been ringing, and it sounds like that's how the fifth dimensional information is being absorbed by your body, and that you're actually being given information about your next steps when that happens. A lot of people's sleep is being affected, so you can have insomnia, and a good majority of people are waking up between 2 and 4 AM. And, I highly recommend writing down, tuning into your guidance, meditating and writing down what comes during that time. That's what I've been doing. Um, Sore muscles and joints, and kind of hot flashes, like what women in menopause would experience, only it's all genders, and due to the detoxification and just not being totally with it. Like, I definitely have experienced these things that are listed, like memory gaps, clumsiness, dropping things, not tracking things very easily because it's really taking you outside of time. There can be an increase in anxiety, um, shortness of breath, sore neck and shoulders. Um, oh, yes. So this is something kind of fairly new to me, but I've read this in a couple different places, that a sore neck and shoulders can happen as a result of the ascension process. And what I have read in two different places from trusted sources is that we're receiving our wings of light. And so as we open up our heart more and we're moving into deeper awareness and we're getting all those upgrades, we're actually kind of receiving wings of light. And so our shoulders and between our shoulder blades can be itchy or sore. And I've had a lot of shoulder soreness over the last 3 months. So, what I've gleaned from what I've read is that it's going to take time for our wings to um, fully form, and that there will be gifts with that, but that we just need to be really patient. And I just highly recommend getting a massage and stretching your shoulders and doing whatever you can to help with that. So, in addition to that, it's like, of course, these upgrades are going to, you know, there are highs and lows that go along with this. You can feel emotionally really great one day, and then the next day it will bring up emotions from the past. It will bring up trauma. It's going to bring up all the detoxing isn't just happening physically, it's going to happen emotionally. So you have to kind of be aware, like, this isn't all personal, it's collective. You're feeling some of the collective energy, and just being really gentle with yourself and getting as much support as you can while you're going through this. There's a real empowerment in this energy to speak your truth, to set boundaries, to choose the kinds of relationships you want to be in, and to not be around people who drain you or criticize you. Um, and I just really highly recommend getting all the rest that you need and moving and doing a shaking practice, doing whatever you can to help. And one of the things that helps the most with the soreness and, sore joints and sore shoulders and just the detoxing in general is to do a salt bath. So you can do a few cups of Epsom salt with a few cups of table salt. Just get the cheap kind, not the expensive kind, and soak for 20 minutes in a, medium warm bath, and just ask your guides and angels to help you release as much as you can and then rinse off. And that really helps a lot. I've been using that with clients for a long time because my work always causes detox. So let's see what else. Oh, yes. And then just make sure that you increase your um, electrolyte intake. You can drink coconut water. You can take supplements of magnesium citrate and potassium, or you can get the electrolytes that you put in your water, but you need way more than you would think. Just pretty much have them in your water all the time. And that has helped so much. You may find your sinuses are draining more, and that you may have digestive issues. You may find that you're wanting to eat way different things than you have in the past. You may have low back issues. All these things are part of this ascension process. So just take really good care of yourself and be really gentle, and you know, look for the other video I'm going to do next. I'm going to do an energy clearing to help with all of this, that you can use over and over again. And I'm going to be bringing in the first of 4 sound codes for my summer sound codes event that's happening in the month of July 2022. And the first week of the sound code is free for you. So you can get a taste of my work. And then I'll put the details in the description of the video so that you can sign up to receive the each week sound code for July. And you'll also get a channeled message in your inbox. So thank you so much for tuning in, and I'm looking forward to being with those of you who join me for my Summer Sound Codes event.